Tonight on Game Night, Deborah, Nikki, Lincoln, and myself, Dave, are going to teach and play Avant Carde, a game for 1 to 5 players, published by Resonym and designed by Mary Flanagan and Max Seidman. So stick around, because if you're observant enough, you might be able to figure out that we recorded this after we played the game.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Lincoln.
Will you teach us Avant Carde?
I will. Avant Carde.
Did
really?
you not know that was the name of the
that
game?
was the name?
I did not know that was the name of the game. That is a genuine reaction to my enjoyment of puns.
Avant Carde is a game about puns.
It better be now.
Avant Carde is a deck building game.
Yeah.
That is actually a fairly quick deck building
Yeah.
game. Our game will be a little longer than normal because there's most of the game is played simultaneous, and we're not going to do that just to play it safe. But it's a deck building game. We've unboxed, as it were. We've opened 2 of these sort of boxes to lay out these. What are these cards?
These are the patron cards.
Patrons, thank you.
Oh no, these are the patron cards.
So the patron cards and the ability of the patron cards. But all of these cards come in a similar box to this. And we left this one closed so we could just show you. You basically open the box and then you just kind of unravel it like this and open it.
Yes.
It's just really, really cool. So there are 4 players. We all get a deck. Here's one for you.
Thank you.
Our starting card set are all the same numbers, but we each have a different 2-color distribution, okay? But we all start with 3 1s, 2 2s, an 11, a 12, a 13, and a 14.
Okay.
Is that what we got?
Something
That's
like
what
that.
you should have that, okay? And there are, and let's just say so you understand. And my deck is essentially called the blue-red or blue-pink deck, and what that really means is that my 2s are blue and pink. So this will tell you what color your 2s are.
Okay.
All right. There are 4 colors in the game. There they all are: purple, blue, pink, gold. You also have a 1 and a 2. The 1 is white and the 2 is gray, and these other cards are just nothing. These aren't colors for purposes of doing color matching, which we'll explain later. Right.
The 2 and the white and the gray.
Okay.
But this is white and this is gray. They're not the same color,
Okay.
and they won't match anything else. These are the only colors you really need to know. All right?
And they're not in here, right?
Yeah, there's
They're
no.
not in there either.
Correct. The
Okay.
patrons are just 2 through 7. So you're never adding any more.
Okay.
You're never adding any more 1s, 11s, 12s, 13s, or 14s.
And 8, 9, 10 don't exist.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Every turn you're gonna have a deck of cards that you're gonna draw from. At the beginning of the game, you're just gonna shuffle your cards, and you're always gonna start with 7 cards in your hand. The rest are gonna go face down here in your deck for drawing later when you need cards for other things. And then normally you would do this simultaneous, but as I said, we're gonna go. Nikki, you will be the start player.
Okay.
We're gonna go around because once we get the patron powers in, there can be weird, tricky stuff, and I want to make sure we get it right.
Okay.
But what you're trying to do is you're trying to place cards in a sequence such that the next card after the first card matches either the number or the color on the card before it.
Uno style.
Correct.
Yes.
And so on, and then on so on, and then on so on. So, for example, with my hand right here, okay, I can play this 14. It's pink, so this 2 will match that. This 2 will be this one. This 12 is blue, and I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's all I can do with this hand. Although I could instead play this 13 and this 1 as gold and be done. But you don't want to be. You want to get as many cards as you can out.
Okay.
So you're going to play the cards you're going to play. We'll all do that. And then starting from the start player, which is Nikki, you're going to figure out how much money you made playing these cards. All right? You get $1 for every card you played. So I've got $1, $2, $3, $4. And then the patrons have powers that will give you money extra. And the powers are up here. Okay? We're playing the New York set. This is the recommended starting set. It's got the little New York icon. It's also printed on the back of this, but the cards keep this flat, which is nice for us. But there are 3 different sets that you can play. If you don't want to play the New York set, there's the London set, and then the Japanese set. It's some city.
Yeah, the Tokyoists or something like that, and then there's the Londoners, which is a promo deck.
Okay. We don't start with any of these, except we do have 2s, and Lincoln will read the patron power for the 2.
Yeah, the 2 is the perfectionist. If you played the most 2s for or tied, so the ties are friendly, get $1 once per turn.
Okay.
So if Nikki was a start player and this was her hand, she would have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then she'd look around the table and see, did anyone play more 2s? Now it is possible I had a third 2 in my deck, but it didn't come out. So 2 might not be the most, but if it is, then that would be $5. All right, and it doesn't matter how many more 2s you have, it's just a $1. If Nikki had 7 2s and that was the most, that would be $1. Okay, Nikki now has $5 to spend. And she's going to spend it here buying cards. The cards are dollar value for the number face value. So 2s are cost 2, 3s cost 3, 4s cost 4, all the way up to 7s costing 7. All right?
Can you buy more than one card?
Yes, you can. And you do not get, you can buy whatever you want, and when you're done, any money you have left over doesn't count for anything, except if you have money left over, you get a change token. All right? This is worth $1.
Okay.
Even if you have, say, $4 left over that you didn't spend, or $2 left over that you didn't spend, you still only get the change token. It's worth $1. That's good for $1 on your next turn if you want to use it, but you don't have to. You can always hold on to this and not spend it if you don't want to. All right? And there's a reason you might not want to spend it, and I'll explain when I get into the change tokens. So Nikki has $5. She could buy a 2 and a 3. She could buy a 5. She could buy a 4 and take a change token. She could buy a 3 and take a change token. So let's go down the line and talk about what the patron powers are. The 2 I've already explained. All of these powers, by the way, are optional. You are never required to do them.
Okay.
I mean, you're probably going to want to do them all, but you're not required to do them. Okay. Actually, before I get into the other patron powers, there are 2 things I want to say. The first is that during this buy phase, is before, during, or after this buy phase, is when you can play your patron powers. All right, the various powers I'm about to explain. And the ones that I'm talking about are the ones that have the little yellow double arrow thing on them.
Okay.
The green immediate lightning bolt powers, those come out when you are putting them down onto the table in your little sequence. Okay? So, but there's another thing you can do during this buy phase. Once per buy phase, for the entire phase, you are allowed to tuck a card if you want. And by that, I mean you can take the top card of any of the cards on the deck and move it to the bottom. And the reason you might want to do that is that you might not like the color that's there.
Right, it might not synchronize with your deck.
Or you might be doing that defensively. You might be buying a 3, but you know what? I'm going to tuck this 6, and then I'm going to buy this 3.
Yeah, you don't actually have to buy from the deck that you tuck, right?
Correct. No, you do not. And you don't have to tuck, but you are allowed to do it once and only once during this buy phase.
Okay.
All right. Now let's get to the 3. Lincoln, what is that?
Okay, it's the snob. You can actually trash a card, and you can also gain an additional tuck.
Okay, so you do gain an additional tuck, but you can trash a card. So what that means, and again, it's got the little yellow arrow thing. So this is only during the buy phase. During the buy phase, if you have a 3 in your array, for, by the way, every 3 in your array, because that is the power of that card, you can gain an additional tuck, and you can trash a card. Trashing a card is pretty much what it sounds like. It's basically taking a card from either the cards you played or your discard pile, getting it out of the game. It's no longer in your deck. This is how you're going to get rid of your 11, 12, 13, and 14 if you want to, and perhaps your 1 and your maybe even your non-colored 2 if you don't want it in your deck anymore.
Right.
But that's one way you can thin your deck.
Can you trash cards from your hand?
That's an excellent question, and it reminds me that I forgot to say that when you play your sequence out, whatever cards you have left over in your hand, you immediately discard. So
Okay.
the answer is no, you can't trash cards from your hand because you won't have cards in your hand.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
But you could trash something that you've
From your
played.
array.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can.
Okay.
You can trash something when you played, and if you trash it, you do not lose its power.
Right.
Okay.
So if you were to trash a 7, for example, or a 6, or a 5,
Or the gray 2. So your 2 would count as an extra 2 for your determining who has the most 2s, and then you could get rid of that 2.
Okay.
correct,
Okay.
correct. It's still there for you as far as you don't lose the power when you trash that
Right.
card.
Until
You actually trash.
until the round is up.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Then
Okay.
it's gone. Okay.
All right, so that's the 3. What's the 4?
Number 4 is the Gallerist. Choose. Change this card's number to 1 through 7, or change its color.
Okay, so it's kind of a wild card. It can only be 1 through 7. And when it says change its color, again, from what I said earlier, that's only the 4 colors that are the colors in the game. You can't make this black and you can't make this gray.
Right.
So I could play this here, right? Because it's red. That's a bad example. I could play this here if I wanted to, and I could make this either a red 2 or a blue 4.
And because it's got the green symbol, you're doing it when you play it.
Right.
Correct.
So you've determined what it is.
Additionally, you could
Right.
make
And
that.
because I made this, let's say, a blue 4, that
Right.
means I could still play this 12.
Right.
So you could also play it after your 12 and make it another number so that you could play one of the 3 cards left in your hand.
I could make this a red 12, and then if I had another red card in my hand,
Right.
I could play it.
But you could also make it a red 11 and then play that purple 11.
I
Only
cannot
1
make it a
through
red
7.
11 because this, for one, it's only 1 through 7. In fact, that's right. I can't even make this
Yeah,
a red
no.
12 because
It's
it only
only
has to be
1
1
through
through
7.
7. But even if I did this, Lincoln, even if that were legal, it's still a red card. If I
know,
if
but
change the number, then it's red,
But if you made it an 11,
which you can't because a 4 can only be 1 through 7.
oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But wait a second. What about one of your lower cards?
Okay.
Is there a way to make that so that you can play
An
the
extra
the
card.
1 or the 13?
Nope.
Okay.
Yes, there is, but then I don't do this.
Well,
Right.
could it-
I could play this here.
Well, you
Well,
could
could
make
it
it. You
be
could
a
make it a
blue-
gold 4.
I could make this a
Then it could
red.
I mean, a
Yeah.
gourd. You
I
can't.
could make
You're right.
this a
Can't change both.
I can
Makes
make
sense.
this a red 1.
Yeah.
Right.
Then I could do this.
You're either
Then I could
changing
do
the number
this.
or the right.
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
But then I'm not playing
Sure.
this.
Right.
You can
Curious.
only change one or the other,
Right.
the number or the color. Now, in this weird situation, let's do this.
Oh, weirdness.
So let's say I play this, and let's say I make this. I'm going to make this a gold 4. Okay, and then I'm going to play this, and I am going to make this a red 4
Okay.
because I'm matching the number.
Right.
But I'm not matching the color.
Right.
I'm making this red because now I can play this red 2 here.
Right.
Make
Sure.
sense?
And then you can play the 14. But you could also start with 13 before the 1.
Of course.
I'm just trying to maximize your points,
Yeah,
Dave.
Well,
Your money.
Yeah. Oh yeah, your dollars, your buying power.
okay.
Just look for the little circles.
That's what the 4s do. The 5, okay, now I can read these now.
Okay.
I just couldn't read these.
Sure.
But I can actually pull that one and reach it. The dealer, you either draw a card immediately, or if you choose not to do that, then when you buy during the buy phase, you get an extra dollar.
Worth the buck. Okay.
All right?
The trendoid.
The Trendoid. All right. This card copies the power of a previously played card. When you play it. Plus, you get a dollar.
Buying power.
Right. So, if you were to copy the 5, then you could decide to draw another card or
Get another.
get another dollar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Note that it cannot copy the power of a 2 because it can, but it doesn't count as a 2.
I see. Yeah. The 2 doesn't really have a power. It's just that the most 2s give you another coin.
Oh, interesting.
It doesn't count as a 2.
Dollar.
But that brings me back to a point. If you play a 4 as a 2, then it does count as a 2 when adding up the 2s for whoever has the most 2s.
Because you're changing it.
Because you
It's
change
not
the
just
number of the
using
4.
power.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
And also because the 2 doesn't really have a power per se.
insane.
It's just most 2s.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
A 6 can also not copy a 6.
Okay.
No infinite loops. Okay. And finally, the critic. when you play a critic, you draw a card. So it's instantly draw a card. And by the way, when you're drawing cards, you're doing this as you're making your thing. I might draw a card that's like, oh, now I can play a different card here. But you cannot rearrange cards you've already put down on the table.
Okay,
so once
gotcha.
you start building what you think is your thing,
Okay.
that has to be your thing. If, when you play the critic, you have already played either a 5 or a 6 or a 7 before that card. It does not have to be directly before that card. As long as you played either a 5 or a 6 or a 7 before the 7, then you draw an extra card.
Okay.
But only one extra card. So in this situation, I would play the 7 and I would draw a card for the 7 and one more.
Right.
Because I've done this.
All right.
Let's say, for the sake of argument,
And you're not actually playing that
Right,
card.
but
I know.
playing
Let's say, for the sake of argument, that I played this as a 2, and then I played this 4 as a 5.
Okay.
Okay? Or let's say I played this 4 as a 7,
Okay.
so that I could then play this 7.
Okay.
Okay? This 7 allows me to draw a card,
Right.
and I have played a 5, 6, or 7 previous to this 7.
Okay.
But note that when I played this 4 as a 7, I don't draw a card.
You don't get the power.
It's not the power of the number, it's just the number. The 4's power is always the ability to change the number or the color. It never mimics, only the 6 mimics another card's power. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we're doing all this and we're buying cards. How do I win this game?
I don't know,
You
Dave.
might wonder.
And also, what are the white and gray cards? Are they wilds?
Nothing.
Nope.
No.
Nope, they're just there to gum you up.
How do you put them in your hand? You can't put them in.
No, they're
do?
already in
They're
your
in your
hand.
hand.
No, I mean your array.
Well,
it's
because
gonna
they're a 1 or a
match
2.
if they're one or
Because
They
the
can be
ones
a
and
2.
twos
So
can
they're
match the
only-
numbers.
they're
They only
only
match
numbers.
numbers.
Okay,
They only
gotcha.
match numbers.
Okay.
So, how do you win this game?
Yeah.
Well, you win this game by getting these awards. All right? And here's how you get awards. It's right here. When you are in the buy phase, before you even buy cards, you look to see how much money do I have. Do I have $6? If so, I get an award. Do I have $8 or more? Then I get an award. Or $10? Then I get 3, 11, then I get that. And then for every 6 after that, it's plus 1 award. So if you have $11, that's 4 awards. In order to get 5 awards, you would need $17.
Buying power, yeah.
Okay, in buying power.
Right.
So, going back to my example, I played this, right?
Sure.
I played this.
Did ya? Yes, you did.
Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's say for the sake of argument, this ties for most 2s, because ties are fine. So now I have 5. And I had a spare
Okay.
change left over from the time before. I could spend this right now to give myself buying power of 6. So I would put that back into the token silo? No.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I would
token keep.
Token keep.
Yep.
I now have 6 buying power. That gets me an award. I just put it over here.
Okay.
And keep track of it. And now I have $6 to spend. Hey, what happens if at the end of my spending I didn't spend everything and I didn't use all my money? I do not get a change token.
Oh, that's how much you spend?
You can never get a change token on the turn in which you use your change token.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Is
There's
there
no
anything
reason to
on
ultimately,
these?
I guess.
No, they're just.
There are only 5 change tokens in the box. In fact, we only need 4 because it's just 1 per player.
Okay.
You can never get more than 1. All right, after we do all the buy phase, right, then it's the end of the round. At the end of the round, all of these go face up in your discard pile where your hand also went if you didn't place all your hand. We then will... Oh, and if I didn't explain this, when you buy a patron card, it also goes face up in your discard pile.
Okay.
I didn't explain. It's sort of standard
Right,
deck building
right,
rules.
right.
There are
Right,
some
right.
games,
Yeah.
though, where the cards
Yes.
go right on top of
Sure.
your deck. This is not one of them.
Sure.
At least with these powers, you know.
They will go into your discard pile. Okay, the start player token then will move 1 to the left. And then we will look to see who has the fewest awards. All right? And in a 4 or 5 player game, of which this is one, we'll also see who has the second fewest awards. Whoever has the fewest and second fewest will get one of these hidden gem tokens. They are similar to the change tokens. They are worth $1. And when you spend them, they just go away.
Do they count towards your total buying power?
Yes, when you spend them. And in fact,
So you can use them to get awards.
yes.
Can you have a gem and a change token?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The main difference between the two of them, though, is that you cannot carry over the gem to the next round
Okay.
because we're going to distribute these at the end of every round. So the change token you can keep until you decide to spend it.
Right.
But the gem token is basically
Use it or lose it.
when you count up your money, you might as well just throw it in and add
Yeah.
it for $1, which is
Okay.
fine because you want to be able to buy awards anyway. Now, if I use my gem and add my money and I didn't spend it all and did not have a change token, I would then get one.
Okay.
Right? Whenever you don't spend all your money and you don't have a change token, you get one.
Okay.
All right?
What happens if more than 2 people are at the lowest end?
Nobody gets anything.
Okay.
You have to
Wonderful.
either be the lowest or tied for the lowest.
Okay.
It even says in the rules, like at the beginning when everyone has 0 awards.
Right.
I mean, we don't have the cards to generate $6 in turn 1.
Sure.
And then, I didn't say this because I forgot, but you will then draw 7 cards to start the next round because you always only have a hand of 7 cards, in which case you will draw whatever you need from your deck. If you don't have enough cards from your deck, that's when you shuffle your
You certainly
discard
could
pile.
have $6 in the first round because you might get 3 2s
Right?
and have 2 other cards that actually got to play.
Oh, you're right.
And
You're
then
absolutely right.
and then you get the
That'd be lucky.
you get the
You're absolutely right.
coin and you
I
get-
forgot we had a
yeah,
third.
because
Too.
we have 7. Yeah.
You are absolutely right.
Okay.
Lucky, lucky.
So how does the game end?
How does the game end? The game ends when the last award is taken from this stack.
Okay.
And when that happens, we finish that round. These are just extras in case people needs awards,
Okay.
extra awards. And if we run out of these, we can just use.
Yeah, you still get the award point.
Okay.
You're not limited by how many. This
This
is the time
Clock,
clock.
yeah.
This
Yeah,
is the
exactly.
time. This is the time clock for the game.
Okay.
And in this particular set, there aren't any patrons that like grant awards,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
But there are in other sets. There are.
Neat. Well, before we get started, let's thank Gamegenic for sponsoring this episode and for providing accessories. Today we're using their matte sleeves and we're using the token keep, which is awesome. Yeah, the matte sleeves.
All right. Whew.
We're doing it?
That
There you
was.
go.
I hope I did that right. That was rocking.
I'm glad we're doing individual turns. I'm gonna need some
Yeah,
guidance on some of this for sure.
Okay.
It's a lot of rules to.
All right. So we draw 7. But yes, in theory, in a normal game right now, we would just be playing our cards and doing the thing on our own.
This here's ugly.
This is what we like to call a foot. It is not a hand. It is rather a foot. Okay. That is
Think.
and in addition to unfortunate.
So, I am going to go with...
Yeah.
Tis what it is.
Only because the first round, but in later
Okay.
rounds we're going to do this.
Here
one
we
at a
go.
time.
Oh,
That's
oh,
okay,
I
that's
see.
okay.
Like literally lay out one at a time. Gotcha.
No.
Right, because
Oh,
there
Which
are
have
cards that
special
have
powers.
powers.
Sure.
and whatever,
Oh,
just do
in
it.
the
Oh,
immediate.
Just do
okay.
it.
So, here we go. I've got my 13.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
And then
Fancy
Wow.
I'll show these.
But they don't do
It
anything.
doesn't...
Nope.
I can
I can only
replace
do
2
3.
with 2,
Yeah.
so that's my 1, 2, 3,
Here,
4,
I'll show
5
these. Look at
Yeah.
buying power.
that. Ugh. Everything about
Not
that.
Okay, Nikki, what do you want to buy?
All right. You have $5.
Yeah, I didn't put out any of my 2s, so
Yeah, I'm the only one that played 2s.
I'm
Yep.
just going to
You have
go with
$5.
5
You get a
and-
free tuck if you want it before you buy cards.
No, I think I'm just going to buy a 5.
Pink 5.
Stand
Okey-doke.
by.
Oh, it goes on top.
Yep.
Okay, well, I have 2 2s and only 3 cards, so I get 4 buying power.
Yep.
I will tuck. Hey, it's not the color I'd want anyway, and I'll buy that for.
Okay.
I've got 4, I believe.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. I will also do a tuck and a buy. Thank you. Here.
Well, I have 3. Do I want a 2? Do I want a 3?
3s are good too, an additional tuck.
I'm gonna.
And trashing a card is also
Yeah.
great.
Yep.
All right, I'll tuck this 3 and then hopefully, I don't know, I'll take a blue 3. Just go, can you put that on the bottom for me?
Yep.
I'm just gonna mess it all up if I try it myself.
Okay.
All right, I'll just go
right.
here.
Take the 3, shuffle
That
the rest.
passes over. Hey, does anyone who has the fewest awards? We all
Hey!
So
Nobody gets
Nobody
nothing.
gets
Nothing.
All right, 1,
likes
2,
it.
3.
Nobody
1,
gets
2,
nothing.
3.
4. Oops, 4.
This is one of those games you always want. You want to sleeve because it's always going to be
Shuffle, shuffle,
shuffle,
shuffle.
shuffle, shuffle.
Shuffle, shuffle.
Okay.
All right.
So this is a 2.
Yep.
So it's, 2.
You're making that 4 a 2, correct?
Yep. And then this
Okay.
is 2 follows. So I
Yep.
have 3 2s.
Okay. Go ahead, Deborah. You're next.
Okay. So watch this.
I'm watching.
Pink 14,
Yep.
2,
Yep.
2.
Yep.
This is a 1 gold.
Okay.
Nice.
1.
Wow.
One.
There you
Oh
go.
my God, the whole
Whole
hand.
hand.
Woo!
I thought I could do that. It looked like I was able to do that, but I cannot.
I can-
But I'm going to be 2, 2, 2, 3.
Darn it, everybody. And their 2s.
Phew.
Well, it's only Dave and I so
2.
far.
Yeah.
2. 2.
Yeah, that's good.
It's ties are good.
Ties are
Yeah.
All
good.
right.
All right, so these go in my discard
Yep.
pile. All right, so Lincoln, starting with
I
Lincoln.
have 6 buying power. Because I
Okay,
got
so
the
first
equal
off-
to the most 2s.
You get an award.
Yep.
Because you
Yay.
have 6.
Okay. And then I'm going to buy,
Wait, why did you take that change?
because I have 6.
He's using it as a marker
Oh.
to remind himself that he
Right.
has 6.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. And I will spend all 6, so I'll throw that back in there. And I will buy. I'm going to buy a 6.
Okay,
And,
do you want to tuck first?
No, that purple's perfectly fine.
Okay.
I have 7, so I get an award.
Yes, you do.
Okay. I like the 7, but I like the idea of also getting a change coin. I like the idea of getting a coin every time.
Okay.
And pink is good for you too.
Pink is, well, I mean, pink is, yeah, good for me because I'm a pink and gold deck.
Right.
So yeah, let's see, the only thing I might do, is there any way I can bone either of you by tucking?
No.
Woohoo!
Nothing to be tucked yet to help out with that.
Well, you won't know
She
what's
likes
underneath there.
purples.
But yeah, it's true.
There's a lot of purple out there. Maybe I could reduce the purple fun. I don't know. I'm going to tuck this one just to see.
Okay.
All right,
Everybody's
and
getting
I'm
cut
going to
for
take this
round 2.
6.
Okay.
And I think that's it for me.
Yep.
Oh,
And
I get a
change
change
token.
Yay.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You get an extra.
Well,
we'll just do that to
I
count.
think you want to leave
don't do
it.
that. It confuses me.
Okay.
I have an extra tuck. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to buy a 2 and a 3.
Nice.
I'm going to use the 3 to get rid of this 13,
Ooh.
and I'm done.
All right. So I got 4 plus the 2s, so I have 5.
Yep.
I am actually going to buy this 2 and tuck
Tucking
the
that.
3 and hope it's a color I want.
Hey.
Ooh. Okay. Tuck and take the 3, and that is my 5.
Okay.
Okay.
So, take your cards, move them to the discard pile.
Mm-hmm.
Pass the start player token.
Okay.
Draw 7 cards. And I believe Nikki and I have the fewest awards with 0, right? You guys each have 1?
Yes, we do.
So Nikki and I each get a gem,
Yay. Gem.
and we're on to the next round.
So I think, I think it's just going to be this. I have these.
Oh,
There's
wow,
no
they
way
don't-
I can get the
no.
6 in. There's no way I can get the 13 in. So it's really just, that's the
Yep.
best I think I got. So
Yep.
there you go.
I can do you one better. I'm going to play this 12 and then this 3 and then discard these 5.
Oh
Wow.
boy.
Jeez. Okay.
At least you got a power card of some kind in there.
So I'm going to do the 12.
So ugly.
I'm going to do the 5. I'm going to draw a card right now.
Nice.
See if it'll work for me. And it sure won't. So I guess it goes directly
it
into
stays in
the
your hand.
discard. Okay.
Stays in your hand.
Well, I can't make it work because this is where we are.
But here's why it stays in your hand. Let's say for the sake of argument, you could play another 5.
Yeah,
You could draw another card, and now that card you drew might have a link to
Okay.
it. Does that make sense?
sure. So that's all I can do. And
Okay.
Okay, well, I have...
Show us how it's really done, Lincoln.
No,
Yeah,
I do get 5
seriously.
cards, but it's not
That's
exciting.
good.
That's still pretty great.
But I have the 11 pink, then the 1 pink, then the white one,
Uh-huh.
then the blue one, then the 13 blue.
better than what I did.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Deborah has the most 2s with 1.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, with
With
2.
2. She has
Oh,
2.
2. I didn't
She
even.
has
You only
2.
needed
I
1.
only needed 1. But hey, I get a
All
I get a
right.
card.
So you got buying power 5.
All right. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 5 if I want it. 4.
You have a buying power of 4.
Buying power 4 plus 1 if I want it.
Correct.
Ugh. Let's start with a tuck and see. Oh, I do like that color more. All right, I will take that 5 by spending this
And the one that you gained from the 2.
and the one that I
Okay.
gained from the 2 and the 3. All right, and I should hold everything out until we're
I think we're okay because we've already
Discarding?
cleared the 2s.
okay. So I can.
What Nikki's point, it was a valid point, is it actually says in the cleanup phase in the rules,
Yeah.
take your cards and move them to the
Discard
discard
them. Sure,
pile. So
Okay.
in theory, they want you to leave them out, but I don't know why.
What
It's
the
possible.
Because
would
we're
be-
doing simultaneous.
Right. Normally it's simultaneous.
Oh,
We're not
there you
doing
go.
simultaneous.
Gotcha.
There may also be patron powers where that makes a
Sure,
difference
Come
or
into
not.
play.
I don't know.
Cool.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, I have an extra tuck, so I am going to. What color am I looking for? I'm gonna do it myself. Here we go. I'm gonna tuck this 2. This is my regular one.
Your regular
Oh,
tuck.
I'm not taking my free one. I will buy that blue 2.
You can also trash, It's this. The 3 is not or.
It's
I
you
know.
can do both.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
I'm getting rid of this.
So you get a
14.
change back, don't you?
I do. I get a change token
Yeah.
because I only spent 2 for my 3.
All right.
And done.
All right. So I am going to trash a card. You go away.
Ooh, 1.
Go away.
All right.
Go away.
Get out of
Then I am going to. I have 4. I can tuck. Oh, I like that color. I'll just take it because I could tuck again if I wanted to,
Yep.
but I'm
Right.
not going to.
Okay, and you spend your gem.
Yes, I did.
Okay. I have 5 buying power.
Nice.
I think I want that 4,
No tuck necessary.
and I won't tuck, and I will take a $1 change.
Okie
Right,
doke. Let's go
clean
over
up.
here. Nikki and I still have the fewest awards.
You're so sad.
Well, it's 1100,
working.
and we'll take a gem.
My stuff ain't
Draw a
coming
7.
together.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm just gonna quit. I keep making the mistake of when I my hand discarded
Yeah.
is all this way, and I keep putting this the other way. So when I flip it over to shuffle, I know exactly which the fancy card is.
I've already done that.
So yes,
I've already flipped them around.
for you at
myself.
home, make sure you flip it around so that you can't cheat. If
Pass
you
that to Dave.
are like me.
Oh. A turn!
What do I have?
Here comes a
1,
turn.
2, 3, 4, 5.
No.
No,
It's not much of a turn,
not as mighty as you were
No.
hoping.
A mighty turn.
but still a turn. All right, well, while you're thinking,
While we were thinking.
12, 2, 2, 2.
You have 3 2s?
Yes, I do.
I will beat that.
Okay. There we go.
Would not surprise me.
13, 1, 1, 11.
Okay, well, I have a gray 2, a blue 2,
Nice.
a purple 2, a purple 2, a
Nice.
6, and a 12.
Okay, what power is the 6 copying? Any?
Hey, it's another 2. Doesn't matter. But I don't. It doesn't really make a difference. But
It
yeah.
can't
Oh, wait,
copy the 2 number. It can only copy.
it could become a 4.
You could become a 4.
Hey, and I'll
Yes.
play that.
Hey,
no, it could
no,
become
you
a
can't.
1. I'll play it as a 1.
A 1.
Is
No,
it-
that's not a
It's
power. It's not
copying
power.
Right.
It's not going to work.
Right.
That's it. Okay. Yeah, it's still 7.
Okay. All right. I think again. So there's a 12 gold.
You could trash a card.
This
I
4
will.
gold
Oh,
is.
no, but it's a previously play card.
You don't have a 3 out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yes, a 12 gold. This is a 1 gold for 3 more 1s, and I've had these left over. I mean,
Okay.
they work, but I get 5 instead of 4, and I was never going to beat on 2s. So that's me.
So Lincoln, as I understand it, I think you can do what you wanted to do. I think the 6 can copy the 4
Right.
and turn itself into a 1,
Oh, wow.
and then you can play your 1. I think
Then-
you can do it.
Okay. It does say you can change the number of a 4 from 1 to 7.
Right.
Yes.
Exciting. That means I have 8.
Nice.
No,
Right.
more, because the 6 also is a +1.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
Well, anyway, I'm first.
We'll come to
Let me
you.
get
Well,
my
we'll
sad
come to you,
turn.
money
Let me
banks.
get
Before
my
that-
sad turn over
Before
with.
that, I also get the most 2s, so I'm
Yes,
gonna have
money
10
banks will-
value.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did you have that other? You're just gonna spend 5?
I don't think I'm going to spend this for
Okay.
the award. I think. I don't like that I can see the color under there,
I know.
but that's fine. I was going to do it anyway. I'm going to tuck this 5, and I'm going to buy the top 5.
Okay, Nikki P.
I have nothing exciting with my cards, so I can just do spend 5. So, I think in my quest to do this, I will buy another 4
Okay, and take
Alright.
a change token. Swap your gem for a change
gem
token.
for a change token.
All right, now we get to the money bags. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 1 for the 2s is 8, and 1 for the 6 is 9. So that gets you 2 awards.
Oh, that's right. It's a 9.
It gets you 2 awards.
Yep.
Nice.
And you have 9 to spend.
Right. So I will. Do I have any? I do have 4s.
You have 1 free tuck if you want it.
Sure. I'm going to take this, and tuck it, and take that purple 7,
You have 2 more to spend.
and then I will take that gold. Well, let me see. I'll tuck it.
You
and
can't
see.
tuck. You already did.
Oh, that's true. I will take that. It's okay. Gold's in my wheelhouse there, sort of, and I'll take
All right.
that. And that spends everything.
Yep.
And you got your awards?
I
yeah,
do.
I gave them to him.
I got 5 to spend.
Yep.
I like a 5, and I got some gold going on. Yeah, let's do it. Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay.
Hey.
All right.
Clean her up.
Nikki and I are still at 0 awards. Give us
Yeah,
each a
it's
gem.
pretty sad. Sad stuff happening.
Now, you guys are tied at lowest, but I'm second lowest.
There is no.
There is no.
No.
Ah,
Nice try.
I don't get a
Even
catch-up
if
mechanic.
Nice
There's
try.
less players in the game.
Yeah.
You don't have 2 diamonds.
Okay.
So
6, a 7. Come on, hand of cards.
Oof. This is really ugly. It bounces from one way to the other.
Yeah, it really does.
Unbelievable. I have the riskiest possible play, which is I could play a 5 and draw a card, and if it doesn't match, then I'm done.
Wow.
I'm not going to do that,
Right.
because I have other things I could do, but
Sure,
I
sure.
could literally try doing that.
It does seem like you kind of want to get it out early if possible, but it could be bad.
The problem is I have no play after that.
You'd
if
have
I-
$3 at least.
Yeah, but the card I drew would then go in my discard pile. It would all be terrible.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes,
sorry,
no, it's
sorry. I just
Yeah.
finalized what I was
Yeah.
doing.
You're
so
good.
there's 2 2s. And I can't even use the 4 for its power.
You can make it a 2. Guarantee you.
Yeah.
Most likely
Okay,
get the most
Play it.
2s.
Do what Lincoln did last time.
Play it as a 2. And that's it.
There you go.
There's the rest of my cards.
Yep.
Still, I mean, 4, 5, 6,
Okay.
7. Buying power.
Well, sadly, I can't play any 2s or this gold 14, but I think I probably just, I don't know, maybe I didn't get that, just get that too. So I have, this is going to be a pink,
Or an 11. Does it matter?
well, it can't be 1 to 11.
Can't be
Oh, you're right.
So it's a pink
The pink
4,
four.
Yep.
then 11 pink, 1 pink,
Yeah.
1 blue, 1,
Yep.
and then 13 blue.
Okay.
All right. I think I got this correct. This is a blue 11, a blue 5, which I'm going to use to draw.
Yep.
Ooh, perfect. Good
Hopefully
time
it'll
early.
work.
Did not work,
Nah.
but that's okay. I have a then gold 5, which I want to almost risk it again
You gonna use it to draw?
to draw
You
rather
should.
than
Or are you gonna take a
the
dollar?
It's
money.
early. I would, oh.
Well, remember it's worth $1.
I
She
know,
doesn't
I
draw.
know, but if it allows me to play an extra card, I've got some nice things that are.
That could be
Here's the
unable
deal.
to
You
be
have,
played.
I think early is
Yeah.
great. You have the best chance of playing that card by drawing another card.
By drawing it now,
Yeah.
you think, rather
Oh,
than
yeah.
waiting for the money?
For sure.
Oh, it boned me on the last one.
It did.
Well, I mean, this one when I drew, I got
Sure.
something completely unhelpful. But maybe that means it's
Yeah.
thinned out.
It's one
Maybe
fewer
what
of
you
those.
draw will make the other one helpful.
Oh,
That's
maybe. Let's see.
Jeez, I don't know.
Okay. Yes, it did. Okay. Okay. I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that, I think. Okay, so what is that gonna do? Okay. Hold the phone.
excitement.
Phone being held.
Hold that phone. Here's a gold 2.
Yeah.
Here's a pink 2.
Yeah.
Here's a pink 6, which copies a power of a previously
Five.
played card, so a 5.
So draw
Do you
a
want
card.
to just do the or the
Draw
dollar?
a card
think
or a dollar.
I think I'm gonna take the dollar.
Okay, so
Okay.
bump the 6. The game suggests that you bump the 6 up
So kind of make
track
that
it.
to
clear.
indicate
Okay.
that you, because the 6 also comes with a dollar.
Right. Yes, of
So
course.
that's worth $2 now.
And these are my discards then.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
What about the 2? Just in between there.
Oh, I
Yes.
guess I could have done that. Yes,
Yes.
you're right. Thank you. Okay. I got rid of
That's
it
why
because
we're
of the
playing
thing. That's
the way
right.
we're playing right
For the
now.
help. Appreciated. Thank you. Okay, sweet. So
Dave,
beautiful.
Well, here's the deal.
you're hoping the next.
I could play this pink 5,
Yeah.
but if I don't draw pink, then I'm done.
You're out.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What does
I think
three
you should
do?
play it. What does it matter?
I'm
Do you think
okay.
it could be a great card? Is that what you're saying and you don't want to waste a great card?
That it won't.
It has
do
to be
anything.
pink, in other words, is what you're saying.
If I don't
Yeah.
draw pink,
But here's
then
the
He's
deal.
getting
if I don't draw
one.
pink, then I have a 1 buying
Here's the deal.
power.
Play
Well, or
it. Why do you want to play
three.
that? Because you're going to get an award token.
No.
Yes, he's got $2.
I can't play it.
He
If I
can't
play
play
the
the
5,
other.
then
He
I'm
gets
doing
that
this.
I see, I see.
And I'm
Yeah,
done.
yeah,
Can't
yeah.
play
He's a
anything
3
else.
or.
Do you have any
Right.
4s?
No!
Okay, I'm just in your deck in general.
Now, having said that, not pink.
Not pink. Okay.
Okay.
Now that I've committed.
Well, you couldn't. Yeah,
All
you
right.
had to start. Yeah,
Not
yeah.
bad.
So
yeah.
I ended up not winning the 2s.
Nope.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least I get a trophy.
Are you spending your thing then?
I'm spending it all. I
Okay.
want a trophy.
You
She gets a
have
trophy.
you have a tie for the 2s.
It's tied because the 4
Yeah,
could
you
be
have
a
3
2.
2s, Nikki.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
so
a
we're
2.
tied.
Oh, I thought you put out 4.
No,
No,
she
no,
made
no,
this.
yeah.
She made this a 5.
This
Oh, no,
is a
she
5.
Yeah, to
Or
take
it's-
another coin.
Right, copying.
Oh,
the
oh,
5.
oh,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you
You're
have
good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And
You have
7,
6.
7 if you want.
7 if you want to spend that.
Okay,
But you
cool.
get an award. Now you have
Okay.
You have up to
I got
7
it.
buying power.
No, I want the 7 because it's purple right now.
Okay.
So I'm doing it.
All right.
Done.
Okay. Lincoln, you're up.
Okay, well, I have 5. So I kind of want. I don't know if I have any 3s.
I have 3s. They haven't been helping me.
Sure. I'm going to do the 5, but I'm going to tuck.
Okay.
Hey, it's a purple 5. That's at least
5s are
helpful.
popular.
Well, we aren't really getting a lot of dollars,
Yeah.
but there you go.
9.
Correct.
Okay.
So you get 2 awards.
I get 2 awards. I will take them. Thank you. Boom. All right. And that's been spent. So bring that back down. Okay. Kind of want the 7 to
Yeah.
mean something. Draw a card.
Draw a
Draw
card.
another card if you've played
A 5, 6,
a 5, 6, or
which
7
you've got a
before
lot
that.
of.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy. So I could do a 7 and a 2, which would help me with my 2 game. And they are pinks, and I do like pinks. All right, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna spend all 9. Get me
Nice.
some pink some pink cards.
All right. I'm going to spend 4. I'm not tucking with my extra tuck. I'm going to take this 4.
Okay.
And then I am going to trash that 1.
All right.
The end.
Here you go, Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Get your gem back.
Thank you. Who has the second fewest awards?
Me?
Nikki, you get it too.
Do I get it still?
Yes.
I thought it was
Because
if
you have
we
more
were
than
tied.
one, correct?
Yeah, I have 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
No, it's just fewest and second fewest.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. That was exactly 7, so I don't get any of the neat new stuff that I just got.
What is happening? I'm doing something wrong.
So this is a little wrapping my head around this sometimes. Is a little
Okay.
of a thing.
That's what I want to do. Got it.
So I have the 12, which I would love to get rid of. Then the 6, which lets me get a coin, which I'll just bump it up.
Yep.
And then I can copy the value of a card, right? Which I can't really do.
Nope.
Which is okay. Oh, wait. No, it's not the power. Okay, so then I'm going to play the 7, which lets me draw 2 because I have a
Yep. Because you're
6 there.
So you
So
draw a card and then
1,
you and then
and
shuffle
then
and draw a card.
and another card. Oh, wait, no, I had one, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now I'm going to play 4 is a 2. I mean, it's a purple 2.
Yep.
Right.
Purple 2, gold 2, gray 2, blue 2.
Okay. Gold 12. Gold 2. This is a gold 6,
Okay.
but it's not to have the power of the 6, right? It's just
Correct.
a
It's
gold
just-
6.
It's just a 6.
But this does have the power of the 6 because this is
All right.
pink 6.
What are you going to make?
But it's going to be a 4, so it's going to be a 1. So I can do these.
I'll do these 4. Done.
Okay.
That's it? You're done?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do my 5
I ever?
first. And then I need to shuffle to draw.
I'm happy for you to have more cards.
Hopefully it'll work. That's
what
why I
need.
lined it up to be
Hopefully you have
played
some other
first.
Where Dave's is not really worked out.
That worked.
I've made some very bad mistakes apparently.
I
I've been
actually
very
made it
unlucky,
work.
but I think I've also made some mistakes. I have misremembered the colors in my deck.
Oh.
So you're drawing the wrong colors?
Right.
I think I am, or I'm just being really unlucky.
Yeah, in the order that they're coming.
Yeah.
in.
There it
Okay.
is.
But I don't think I have. I
Right.
mean,
So that's a 2.
Sure.
2.
Yep.
Okay, great.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for the
10.
most 2s.
okay, you get
3.
3 of these.
Yeah. That's great.
It's great for me.
And then keeps you at the last.
Keeps you in your gem.
And I have 10. And
Okay.
blue is not really what I want for 7s.
It's
You get one
crazy.
free
Give
tuck.
it a tuck.
Yeah. I still don't have those 3s. Well, let's go ahead and go for it. Okay, it's a pink 7, which isn't really helpful. I don't necessarily need to buy it. I'm going to buy this 5 and this 3 and this 2.
Okay.
Nice.
Deborah.
All right, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
So 1. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like pinks, man.
Pink's hot dogs?
Pink. I just got a 7 though. Do I want to push for that? Draw another card. But I could also get other drawing cards situations.
I finally bought a 3. I don't think I bought a 3 yet, which is silly.
Exciting.
Let me do that for myself.
Oof. 5s are almost gone.
Yep,
You spent the whole 7,
spent
right?
the whole 7.
All right. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this 5.
Whoa, goodbye 5s.
Why aren't you using that so you can get a trophy?
I don't want a trophy yet.
Okay.
He's hoping to get like this giant run and get 14 trophies.
I don't want to
I
try.
only have 6 because you had the most 2s. So I am just going to tuck this.
Ah!
Oh,
You don't have to buy it. That was the thing I did on that
I
7.
know. But what do I want instead? Nothing.
Nikki, the reason I'm not spending this is because I didn't want to buy a 6. And I don't get it back if I use this and buy a 5.
So this and this, I actually do get a trophy 1 because I had
There you go.
6 buying power.
Nice.
Done.
Okay, here you go, Deborah.
Oh, I get a turn finally.
Oh wait, hold the wire.
I know, I'm excited.
Get your little.
My gem.
I only have 2,
Jimmy
so I get.
Yeah, you get
still-
it. Yeah.
This side of the table is
Yeah.
pretty sad.
Woof. This is a
Yeah.
bad round here.
6. Dang, I keep getting 7 exactly.
I think I'm going to go to the risk of a Dave round here,
Oh, I like it.
where I'm going to start with that awful.
Risky.
With the draw.
Yeah, which it's all awful, right? It could be $1, but
You have 4s in your deck, though, so... you
well, I
have pretty-
additionally, the 5 is a purple, so I have a good chance of drawing
Yeah.
another purple. But that doesn't mean it's going to do anything.
But you could
when I have
also draw a
$2.
4, which could turn into a purple.
Sure.
You have extra stuff in that regard.
Well, I don't want it to be a purple.
Wait, all right, Deborah, when
It's
you're
me,
ready.
yeah.
Yep.
I think.
Therefore, you...
Where I am.
Woof. This is bad.
How do I want to do this? Okay if I open hand this a little bit as a question?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Sure.
We normally
So,
do that, and you haven't done it at all.
the only thought would be, so this is going to allow me to draw a card no matter what, but I can get 2 cards if I play it after a 5, 6, 7, but I can't
Get that
play
5
it
out there.
after that.
Basically,
right?
it's like the risk I might be
Right,
taking.
well, but
yeah.
It doesn't have to
question
be
is-
directly after.
I understand.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. So the question is, I could do this and draw, and then I have these to save me, or do I put these out and then do this and see if it helps me move forward?
But you can't play the 5.
I will never
yeah.
be able to do
Okay,
that. I'm
okay.
just saying, but there might be a way to get more.
I see what you're saying.
So just so the question is like,
I would
because
say
if I draw 2, it's useless to me.
not if it's a blue 2.
But not if it's a blue 2, right? Well,
Do
no, it
you know
is
if you
because
have a
I
blue
can't.
2?
Well, no, but even a blue 2 is useless
No,
to me.
if you play it the other way.
Other way. That's what I'm saying. So is it?
I don't know
I'm
what's
trying
in
to
your
figure
deck.
out what the. Well, it's over here.
I
oh, you
would-
mean over in that deck?
If you have a blue 2, then playing the 7 is better. If
Going
you have
with
the,
this first.
Yes.
You think?
Because it leaves you with the most options.
I agree.
For the card that you draw.
I agree.
And you might get that.
But the only thing, like, I could draw something that takes me to, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that.
You're not
Okay.
going to get the extra
That makes
draw,
sense.
but
I'll
well,
never
this
get the
doesn't
extra
say
draw.
previously, so
it is a
It
previous
is, yeah,
inspiration.
cards you
Yeah.
played before.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll start here. I'll draw my extra card. Did not help me.
sweet.
There you go. So that's fine. Yeah, I got a nice card that I can't use. So it's just this and this is my only move.
Woof.
Yeah, it's pretty woofy. Okay, that's it.
Well, my hand's not great.
all right,
Dave's got a round this time.
my draw card.
He's got a round. I like that. We'll watch Dave's round.
Go, Dave, go.
I mean, I'm not going to draw a card. I'm going to get an extra dollar.
Go, Dave, go.
Terrible. 2, 2.
Because I could have done
2,
that if it worked
3.
out. Yeah,
That's it.
crazy.
Hey, you get an
Sure.
extra tuck, though.
You could.
What? I could what? I can't play these. This was the card I drew. Completely useless.
Nah,
to
I
me.
guess it's not any good.
No.
You did the best.
I could have
You
kept the
did the
dollar
best you
instead.
could.
I should have done that.
Here we go.
It's still a turn.
That would have been better.
14.
I'm actually buying something.
7.
I'm excited.
Oh, I gotta shuffle again to draw a card. Sorry.
I know.
first
That's why I don't
award.
put them there because for some reason I see them even though they don't look the same colors do though. But
I'm
You
getting
know what
my
the
first
good,
award.
the good risk would have be that,
No
this,
one
use
can
this to draw a
stop
card.
me.
I'd have gotten this, use that to draw a card. Maybe I can
Hey,
get that
it
out
didn't help.
after.
It was the card
Shoot.
that I chose not to play anyways. So here we go. And then all the rest of the purples.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's
Purple
a 2,
deck, man.
by the
Okay,
way.
fine. It's fine with me.
Why not?
Why not?
Works for me.
Okay. I have a terrible hand, truly terrible hand, but I will do the draw a card and hope. I have a lot of
Good
purple
luck, player.
cards. Yeah.
Hey, do it openly.
I have a lot of purple cards, but I don't know. I'll show you guys. It's not like I don't. The rest of this stuff is awful.
Oh
But
my
I don't-
God, that's your deck?
He's
Yeah.
been,
Wow.
I haven't been able to
He's
throw
had
anything
some
out there.
fire hands, so yeah, me
Right.
neither. I haven't thrown anything out.
but he's also taken the large numbers.
Wow,
and
you
bought
did
2
draw
cards
bad.
or 3
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah, it's
or
bad.
I
whatever.
think you're doing exactly the right thing.
Hey, it's a purple 7. So I get to draw 2 cards.
Hey, you take
Yes,
and
it
draw
does.
2
Yes,
cards.
Oh,
No
that is the
way.
worst. That is the worst. Boo!
Oh, she's gonna copy. No.
12.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
going to play that as a 7.
20.
Draw 2.
Draw 2. Hey, look at that. Another
Oh, because he's copying. You're copying the 7
Yeah.
Copying the 7 power.
Nice.
This is not right.
This is awesome. I like
Avant-Carde.
to.
purple.
Nice.
Avant.
Come on.
I
Lincoln,
think that's
what does
about
the
it,
3
though.
do?
That might be it. But
Wow.
still, boo.
You can trash a card and
He knows. He
tuck
knows.
an extra.
Yeah, yeah.
He knows.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything that I can do here to help me. But there isn't. I didn't draw any more 2s or...
You just drew purple.
Whatever.
I did draw some 2s, but not what I needed. Okay, that's that. So,
All right,
Wow.
Deborah.
Oh, right. I guess my turn. I have 3 points. I don't have more 2s than anybody knows, so just 3. I guess
Let
it's
you
that
discard
one.
cards.
Or you buy a 2
I will be
and
discarding
then take
cards.
the change for the next
Yeah.
round. It might bump you up.
That's true. That could be helpful. I don't really get the excitement around the 3s. You all have been happy about
Well,
that.
an extra tuck is great,
I guess so. I've not really been using the tucks too much.
Nope.
but discarding a card is important.
That is true.
I want to get rid of cards.
That is true.
I am
that is
now
true.
going to be
That's
getting
okay.
rid
I'm
of
going to
cards.
go this route for now.
All
but
right.
Yes.
Hey, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because we tie for most 2s, right?
Unless she made that a 2.
I
She
did.
did.
I did make
She
that
did.
too.
We have
Oh,
the
yeah, you both
same
did the
3
same
2s.
thing, yeah.
Tie
6.
for 3.
Yep.
And 1 is 7.
Hey, look at it.
I get an award. I get an
At
award.
least
And I'm
He's a
buying that.
fancy man now.
I'm buying
one
that.
award before the end of the game.
And I'm buying that 7. And I'm trashing this gold 1.
Okay.
Done.
6. So I have 7 also.
Man, we got a long way to go on these words here. We got to start doing better.
It's the pain of not having a 1 because
Mm.
I kind of just want the 6, not the 7.
Right,
so
right.
Remember, you can tuck.
I'm talking. Hey, look at that fabulous
Bum,
move.
bum, bum,
Bow. If I buy the 2, I've got.
I had 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend this. I'm going to retroactively spend this. It gets me 1 more award.
Yes, it does.
But I don't get it back even though I only bought a 7 because I used it.
Right.
So I had 8.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Fine. What am I doing?
I'm going to regret that
You
one.
got 7 to spend?
$1 short now.
Next time, yeah, but you've got 2 awards. That's great.
I can do a 2. And that leaves me with 5.
Oh. My
3.
goodness.
1, 2. And I'll buy the 3 and the 2, right?
You can get another 2.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, look at that.
No more tucking though, so I got some funky colors.
But they're all at least
As
like
long as you just draw all
bunch
your
of
2s, you're
yeah,
fine.
Here,
Oh, I need
Okay.
to get
you were at
1,
7,
2,
yeah.
and 7. So 1 more award.
Sorry,
3
that
awards.
was my. I got so excited that I got awards. I forgot I had to hand them out. All right, Lincoln,
Okay, so I have 5.
you have 6.
I have 6.
The
yeah.
6 has
Oh,
a
yeah,
dollar
that's
on
right.
it.
That's right.
So that gets you an award.
Okay, hooray.
There you go. I'm back on the job.
And I'll take that. I'll take that.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you trash a card? You have
Oh,
a
no,
3,
I will.
right?
I will.
I know you want
I think I'm going to get rid of that 14.
to. Okay.
Yeah,
Here,
might as well
We're
take it over
trashing
there.
over
Put them
here.
over here.
My first trash.
All right.
Oh.
Here we go.
What do you? Oh,
Pass
first
me the
person.
star player.
Yes, you can
How
have
many
that.
awards do you have, Deborah?
I have.
I have 2, guys.
4.
Okay, I've
I
got
have-
3.
Hey, you and I get gems, Nikki.
I have
Sweet.
7.
Wow.
Yeah, it hasn't gained. I haven't gained any more.
That stack
I have to
looks
tell
bigger.
you, that seems attainable now. Like 7 doesn't seem. For some reason, I just figured you had like 1 million already.
No, no,
already
I
had
had a
11.
couple
I
of
don't
good
know why.
rounds,
All
but
I had 11 in my head.
While you guys are shuffling, I'm going to start my turn. Because I know I'm going to start like this and draw a card. Oh, this is going to be so good. that, and that, and that, and that, and that. I'm going to draw 2 cards.
I'm gonna.
And I'm not going to play either of them. But that was at least fun. End of turn.
That's great.
Can I make that work?
Yep.
No. I can make it. I can't. That doesn't work either. You're trying to use it for 2 things instead of only 1. All right.
Your
What a
risky
waste.
draws are really drawing me in.
This is
That
such
was
a waste.
fantastic on Lincoln's
I
turn.
know.
Despite all the booze, Lincoln,
I know. It was wonderful.
that was
It was
fantastic.
we were
wonderful.
booing
It was-
because it was fantastic.
It was really
I
fantastic.
can't
bothered
even
us
play
how
the 6 for
fantastic
its
it was.
power. So there you go.
Okie doke.
Okay, well, I'm gonna.
Wait.
I can't. What can I do?
Your 4 can become a.
My 4 can't. My 4 could just be blue,
Well, you might as
That
well
gets
do
you another
that.
dollar.
Yeah.
Right?
but yeah.
At the very
That was
least,
my
yeah.
problem. I was changing.
No, hang on.
Changing it 5
That's
times.
a blue 4. Okay?
Blue 4.
That matches.
Now it's a power.
Now you change the 6
To a
to
5.
5.
Or a red.
No. You
5. Because
No.
then it becomes.
Yeah, you change the 6 to a 5.
Or the 4. You use the power of the 4, make it a
Right.
5,
Change
and then
it
you
to
can
a
play the
5.
2.
Then you play. Then you play the 5 and draw a card, or keep the dollar. Which do you want
No,
to
I'm
do?
going to draw.
Okay.
It's a 2.
But that's
And
okay, because
then
then
you
you
play the
this,
2 and then
you
the
play
2.
that.
Look at that.
Oh.
Just like that.
What did
Nice.
I? Okay.
It's-
How did I not see that?
Because it's weird.
Okay.
So wrap your head around it. Yeah.
So basically, I'm going to play these all as 2s.
Boo! 5 of them.
Another
5
boo.
2s.
Oh, I had 4. How dare
So,
you?
and then I'm going to.
Wait, draw a card at the end.
Unless
I'm
he's
trying to
gonna
decide
draw
if I want to
money.
draw the card.
Oh, and keep the dollar.
So right now I'm going to get another dollar. So it's
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going to get another dollar, and I'm going to take the dollar. That gives me 8.
Okay.
That's
Assuming Deborah doesn't out-twos you.
I don't
want
imagine she
I
won't.
can
but,
imagine
but you
she
never
won't.
know. I mean,
Not a Tuesday for me.
oh, okay. Tuesday, your turn.
Go
All
ahead.
right. So I could go for a sure 4, or I could
Risk it
play the Dave.
biscuit.
I wouldn't.
No.
Don't play the
Link-
Dave.
Playing the Dave is bad. If you can play the Lincoln, but
Yeah.
you can't play the
I
Lincoln.
can't
Gold is
guarantee
not
the
your
Lincoln.
color, right?
It is. Pink and gold are my colors.
Oh.
Are they really?
Yeah. Pink
Have
and
you
gold.
been getting pink and gold?
Yeah, I've been buying pink and gold.
Well,
Pink and gold are my colors.
then I don't know. I don't know if that's a Dave or a Lincoln. It's really up to you.
I could get nothing, or
could get
I mean,
quite
that
a
was
bit
my
more.
risk that
I
I did.
know.
What are you
I
getting?
almost
So let
feel
me see what you're putting down.
Just 4, and I've got a 5, so I don't get anything extra
No,
fancy.
you
with
get
it.
5. Remember, the 6 has +1 spend.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have 6 if
So
you want it.
5 and then 6 if I want it.
Yeah.
That's an award.
It is
Yeah.
an award.
Yep.
Don't risk it.
I wouldn't.
Okay. I won't risk it. That's all.
All right, peek. Now peek at it.
Are you
See if
sure?
it's
Peek
gold.
at it.
See if it's gold.
Nope. It was
There you go.
blue.
There
Okay.
you go.
One of those
See,
11
did
you should get
you
rid
did
of.
the right thing.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
Nice.
2 awards. And do I have the most? Oh, I don't have the most 2s. And for 8, I am going to buy. Am I going to buy 2 4s? Is that what I'm going to do?
I like 4s, man. Is pink your color? No.
Pink can be my color. The thing is, I'm trying to figure out if I should buy the 6 instead.
How much do you have to spend? 8?
I'm going to buy this. Yeah, I'm going to buy the 6. And
Purple's your color.
And then
Nice blue and pink.
I'm going to
Is that
tuck.
what that is? I thought
Yeah.
that was purple. Oh, yeah. I
Blue.
can see
I'm going to
that.
tuck the 2, please.
Go
And
for it, Nikki.
see what the next one is.
Gold.
Then I will take the change token.
All right. I have an 8 also, so I get 2 awards.
Nice.
1 and a 2.
Oh, we're getting down there.
And I am actually just going to buy tuck. Well, I'll just buy the 7.
You have 9, Nikki.
Oh.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Why the 6? Oh, it's
Because the 6
both.
is always
It's
going to give you
both.
one, yeah.
7.
You still get 2 awards, but you have 9.
Sure.
Extra spending.
I'm
power.
going to buy this 7.
Ooh.
Yep.
I'm going to tuck this 2. because I just tucked
Hey.
it for you.
Well, the
So
there you go. Now we
I
know
knew
what.
was happening.
Oh,
If
that's
I
beautiful. That's beautiful.
Get rid of this.
Yep.
Do this.
Woo!
Done. I
That
have
was a
Okay.
monster turn.
Well, I have 5 twos, so I get a dollar. I'm just going to count it like you say, and then this is an extra $1, so I have
You didn't
8
draw a
total.
card?
No, I decided to take the money because
Great.
it's 8.
Oh,
it
that's
gives
right,
me-
8.
Yeah, it gives me 2 awards.
Yep.
That seemed better to me.
I agree.
Even though I have
No,
potentially
no.
more
At this
purples.
point, look, the deck.
awards.
Yeah.
are
They're
good.
running down,
Yeah.
and you're ahead. You might as well just draw 'em.
So, I have a total of 8 to spend,
Yep.
and I will take the 7 from the top there
And a change token.
and 1 change token. Yep.
All right, Deborah.
All right, 4, 5, 6 if I want it. I think I do
Here's an award for
because
you.
I want an award.
Well, also because there's no 5s to buy either,
Yeah.
Sure,
depending on what you want.
but yeah. I like the 4s. It's in my color. So I'm going to go with a 4, and I'm going to take that last 2.
Here you go, Nikki. Was that exact?
Exact.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I have
6.
1, 2, 3. I have 5 awards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for me as well.
I
Dave?
have 4.
So how
All
does that
right.
work
So
then?
only Dave
I
gets
get the
one.
gem,
Only
and you guys
Dave,
get
and
nothing.
we get
Nothing?
nothing.
Boo.
Yeah, you'll get nothing and like it.
I-
Better like it.
I boo
You're required to
this.
like it. 6, 7. All right. This is likely the last round, guys.
Okay.
You think so?
Well, I'll just tell you right now.
If we
there
got-
are, well,
I'll
maybe
have
not. 1, 2, 3,
fantastic
4,
hands.
5. There's 5 awards. So if 5 awards go out this round,
Right, we're done.
this could be it.
Okay.
And I don't know what monster things you guys have set up or not, but I'm just saying, I don't know.
I have monsters. Okay, so that's out. Okay, I'm doing the 5. I'm drawing a card. Yikes.
Hooray.
Okay. I don't think I can make more than that happen. And then a 3. And then a 2 and a 2 and a 4 and a 14.
Okay,
But it's a
make
2.
that a 2.
Yeah.
So you have
Okay,
3
it's a
twos.
2.
There you go. 3
Right.
twos.
That's why I kept
the
grabbing
hope.
purples.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ugh, okay, well, this is truly terrible, but I'm going to try to at least make this 7 help me. It gives
Draw
me
a
another
card.
card. Hey, it's a purple too. So then I will play this 2, this 2, this 2, this 3, this 7. So
Draw
I
a
draw
card.
2 cards.
Yes, 2
Nice.
cards. Yeah.
Okay, then 4.
But what
Wait,
is
what's
it?
the 4 going to be?
6.
You make it a 2? Or do you want to make it a
No, but-
7 and draw 2 cards?
No, I'll just do that.
Okay.
But then it should be pink.
Oh yeah, and then this and
Yeah.
this. Yeah, let's go for
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
The entire hand.
Yep.
wards.
All right, Deborah.
I'm also going to get the whole hand, but it's not going to be as pretty as his.
Boo, but I
12.
hooray.
2, 2. This is a 1, 1, 1, 11. Not that exciting, but I got it all
I can
down.
honestly say I don't know how I would play this
Yeah.
if I hadn't seen what you guys did.
Oh, no.
Well, because I have the opportunity to start with the
Right,
5
right,
again.
right.
No, I have
Yeah.
backup for it.
Right,
but
right, right.
I don't know if I was going to start with it, but I will start with the 5.
Start with
It's a
it.
good idea.
And draw.
I
for it.
think.
All right. In that case, 2. 2, 2, 2, 3, 12.
Oh,
Done.
you blew the 2s out of the water.
All right.
So
the twos?
there's no need buying cards since this is the.
That is correct.
I have 3 2s.
I have 1, 2, 3,
Oh.
4.
Oh.
I have 3 2s. Yeah.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only get 1 more trophy.
There you go.
Boo to that noise.
You can buy cards and trash things and whatever, but
Sure.
we're not
I'm
going to probably
just-
have it. But the tiebreaker, if there is one, needs to be one is whoever made the most money on the last round.
Oh.
Whatever. I just trashed that one.
Yep.
Why not?
All right, Lincoln, what do you got?
So I have only 3 twos, so I don't get anything. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That
So I get
is
4.
good for 4 trophies.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, Deborah, what do you got?
I got 7 for 1 trophy, please.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
3 trophies.
Yes.
What?
Ha, Nikki.
Not even
I
extras.
passed you at the very end, baby.
Ah.
All right, then you just count your trophies,
Count your
right?
trophies.
Gamegenic, ingenious supplies.
7.
6.
13.
Woo! I jumped into second
Whatever.
place at the very end.
Whatever.
Whee!
Whatever, you know.
Well, what do you think of this one, Nikki P?
Moo.
Yeah, okay. Guess she doesn't like it.
Oh, I love this game. I actually like it a lot. I like that we play kind of friendly, open face.
Yeah,
because you
that-
can't
you
see
can't
everything.
see
Yeah.
everything. I mean, of course, there are players in the
Well, as you get
world that
better.
can do that
Right.
fine. We've played it several times. We've played it with a couple rules, questionable rules. But
The
I
4 is,
think
that's
we've
one
got
reason
it
why I
right
asked
now.
specifically on the 4s, because it is weird. Like, you want to make it clear how it actually works.
Right.
Yeah. And I have had fun just playing the opening New York
Yeah.
ones that
Galleries,
they
or what are they called?
suggest.
The
Patrons?
patrons.
No, but they have a name for each of the decks.
The-
I don't remember what
Aren't
they
they
are.
just called the New York deck? Oh, you think
They could be the New Yorkers.
Hang on, I think
I
you're
think
right.
the other ones are
Yeah, the New
Tokyoites,
York,
the Londoners.
the New Yorkers, the Tokyoites,
Yeah, the
and the
Londoners.
Parisians.
Parisians.
London,
I-
it's the,
I
the
thought
Eiffel
it's the
Tower.
Eiffel
It's been
Tower.
sitting there the whole time.
I thought it was the Eiffel Tower. I
Yeah.
was like, what is he talking about?
It's the single most
I thought
popular
it was-
cheese
I
in the
know.
world.
I
It's the Eiffel Tower.
I thought when you said
I know.
Londoners, it was
Well,
an expansion. Or
I
a
think I heard
Londoners
you.
is an expansion.
I
yeah.
think I heard you say something. I don't know.
Yeah.
promo.
I just locked onto it.
Anyways, I really like this game. It's a lot of fun. I like the trickiness of it. I love the art style on it. I love the package design of it. I really enjoy the idea that they had for rolling out the cards.
Yeah, that's really, really cool.
I
Clever.
just, for a design point of view, which I'm kind of into, I really like that.
What do you think, Deborah?
Yeah, I like it. It's tricky. It definitely took a little bit to really. I'm not even sure I still quite have my mind around
Right.
it. But I do think with an extra play or two, you'd be right in there with it. But I think it is one of those like. Want to make sure you have dedicated, focused time the first few times you play it, so you can really wrap your head. I think like what we did with the open hand, exactly, so that you can really get the rules
Right.
Under your skin.
In your brain?
In your brain and under your skin and in your belly and all the things. But really fun. I would be so curious to see what some of these other ones are and how that affects
Just
the
look
gameplay.
at them. They're under
I
there.
know, meaning like within a game.
Right.
Scenario.
Sure.
Right.
Just curious.
What do you think, Dave?
The game, so the game is quick, right? And part of what I mean, our game was longer than normal because we weren't doing the simultaneous thing. If we were doing the simultaneous thing,
Yeah.
it would just happen.
Right.
I mean, we could cut probably 20 minutes to a half hour off the
Right.
game, but then we couldn't have helped each other like
Yeah.
play
Right.
cards and do that stuff.
Yeah.
I forgot how quick it was, and that was so for me. All those early 3s that I got. Now, I ended up finally tuning my deck, but it was too late.
Sure.
Yeah.
You were worried about like not having any 3s, but the truth of the matter was, I don't think I was just maybe not getting great like card mesh luckiness. I think also just throwing stuff out with the 3s meant that I never got to the bigger cards fast enough.
Sure.
Yeah. When you held on to that, that change coin for
Right.
a long time.
Yeah.
Which I totally get. There was a strategy there, but I was like, oh, I wish.
Well, the strategy was that there was not a card that was the $1 more value that was
Right.
going to help, in my mind, that was
Right.
going to help me, so I didn't
Right.
want to spend it.
Right. but it might have gotten you trophy earlier.
Yes.
Except I had a free
You were getting
coin.
this, or you getting
The
those?
other thing is, though, I had a free coin every turn.
Right.
Right? I got this gem every turn.
Right.
So that was the other reason I didn't spend it. I mean, I did eventually spend it
Yeah.
a couple of times, but it's just okay for me. I want to play it again to sort of see how I feel.
Sure.
It's. I wish it were cleaner. I wish the games somehow were just a little cleaner, right?
Sure.
Because or denser and longer, which I don't think I want either.
Right.
But if it were denser and longer, then you could really kind of get your teeth into it. It's somewhere in that middle ground where I want it, for a game that's going to be that fast, I want it to be playable,
More intuitive.
easily. I want it to be easier to play fast.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So on my, as you can see, my colors
Oh, yeah,
are
let me look at my
purple
deck.
and
Yeah.
gold. And I actually did not want to buy golds necessarily, but they aren't terrible, and 7s were cool, and the 6s were cool. But I feel getting your color going is great. So these are the cards I either got or played, right? I either bought or I bought, excuse me. I got in my basic hand because these are the remaining basic hand ones. And I didn't get rid of either of these, and they kind of helped me,
A little bit.
especially the two, but the one kind of
It
came
can
out a couple
bridge
of
some
times.
colors,
Right.
So, but I think that colors and 2s are
Yeah.
important because multiple colors of 2s switch colors very quickly
Yeah.
and allow you to change color potentially to do something
So-
along those lines to at least get a few more cards out.
The designer of this game is
There's two designers,
amazingly responsive
On BGG?
on BGG
Yeah.
to
Okay.
all the questions. And one of the threads there was like, why wouldn't you just buy 2s? It seems like too powerful whenever. Did you ever consider that in the thing? And the designer responded that buying a lot of 2s will usually win the game for any people playing for like their first 2 or 3 times.
Right.
But once you understand the game, you
Okay.
will see that strategy will fail you.
Well, it's only
more often
it's only
than
$1, but
right.
I think the mix of these things lets you then bring in some of these other cards that you
Right.
couldn't play until you got those 2s.
Right.
And I think that actually helped me a few times because I know I bought this 7, one of the last things I bought. But yeah, it was exciting, right? Because
Yeah.
I had that 5 purple, so I had a very good chance of pulling any purples out. I would have liked to have gotten rid of some more cards, right? These cards,
But
they're
it did-
really not helpful.
But it's cool to me that it didn't matter.
Right.
Like you're not having to pair cards out of your hand. You had maybe one round, I think, other than the ridiculously lucky draw round. But you had one round, I think, when you maybe only played like 3 cards or something. But you always had 4 or 5 cards down.
Well, the other thing was the tucks are great because then you don't draw things you don't necessarily want.
Yep.
And I think on this case I spent a 7 and a 2, right? And maybe kept 1 as a change. And this is, again, it's helpful because it's a 2, but it wasn't as powerful as maybe in the same color that I already had. I would love to have picked another 2 besides that pink one. And I like that. I like that the decks have that kind of interesting balance thing that you want to think about. It's only your 2s that matter too. I mean, yes, it makes, like I had a gold 11, right? Or 14. And those don't do anything except for color, right? Any of these high numbers don't do anything except color.
If you can play them, they're an extra.
Of course.
They're an extra dollar.
I mean, I
right?
think I played a couple, 1 or 2 hands that actually got most of my cards out of my hand, even those 1s and weird numbers. I also really love that the 4 can replicate a 1. Because that's actually pretty exciting.
That helped bridge into some of these
I know. I think I
things,
got
yeah.
an additional, like you guys, I think Deborah pointed it out. I got an additional 2 cards out by making that a 1.
Yep.
And it's hard to remember that.
It makes the ones useful
Yeah.
too,
Exactly.
because you can't buy them anyway.
But yeah, this game is really interesting to me, and
No.
there's a lot of joy. I was able to get some long runs. I think my biggest run though was a 10 or 11, maybe. No, I don't know. But mostly, I think I had like 9 cards, and then I had extra buying power because of the 6s
you had an
that I
11. You had a 4 award hand once. You had
Yes,
the
you
11.
had
I think that was
one.
like
Yeah.
one of my last ones.
Would have
if
been,
not-
might have been the last one.
Yeah.
I think you were way up there on that last one.
I have.
But it's really a fun game, and it's got a lot going on. It's not very expensive. As Nikki said, the packaging is really
The
fun.
packaging is
Yeah,
fantastic.
really
yeah,
that's
it
for
is
sure.
really fun.
The pun is top level.
Yeah. But it's good, and I think it's actually, Dave is correct that there is a little bit of maybe clunkiness because you're saying like clarity, but I still, most of the time it's fine, right? And I think once you get used to it, it's not a big deal at all because it's like, you played hundreds and hundreds of games of Dominion, maybe thousands.
Right, and the first time I played Dominion, it was over so fast. I'm like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah.
I didn't even get to combine these powers yet. Once you understand the nature of the game, listen. Despite my just sort of being like, okay, I'm very heartened by the fact that even though I don't think, even if we played one more round and there was more awards, I don't think I was going to be able to catch you. I'm very heartened that at my last turn I was able to actually pull 3 awards.
Yeah.
And either of you guys could probably have still beaten me if you just had one different card drawing in your deck,
Sure.
right? I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
I played every card in my deck on that last turn. It's just none of them were
right.
fancy cards that did anything for me. So I got 7, but that's it.
Right.
So it was a bad last pull.
right.
Yeah.
You get one more dollar and we tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was interesting that we did run out of 5s. I honestly feel a lot of that is just that's what you had to spend. But
It's a
I think the
median,
5s
yeah.
are pretty great cards.
I think
Yeah.
The 6s are even more exciting for me because you get that coin.
Yes.
And you can copy a power. But like 6s, I did get a few of them, but for whatever reason, it seems to be the card I get the least when I'm buying the extra cards. Like it's like at the wrong window, but like basically, I think I did maybe choose a 6 from the beginning when I first got my
here's
first
the thing,
award.
right? So let's say you do the 5 and you don't do the draw card.
Right.
Or even if you do, you can still play the 6 and copy the 5's dollar power. Now
Yeah.
that 6 is giving you $3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One for the card, one for the 6, one for copying the 5. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
that's pretty huge if you can get there.
Right. It's nice work if you can get it, Dave.
And I've seen it where, the 7s were all bought out. So
Yeah.
it's not always, the 5s are always the ones
Right.
that sell out. I've seen all the numbers
Right, right.
in
Right.
different games be more important.
That makes sense too, because the earlier people can get to the 7s, the more chance you have to buy more because you're drawing
Yeah.
cards and
Right.
potentially giving you more runs.
Yep.
I read a bunch of those threads before we played this just to see, because there's a lot of stuff on the rules there. And someone said they saw somebody play a hand and get $29.
I think that was the designer
Jeez.
mentioned that.
Yeah, that seems
He said,
impossible.
but he said
That
somebody
seems
asked about like
impossible.
35. He said, I've never seen anybody go that far.
Wow.
But
But yeah.
29
Wow.
seems insane.
Yeah, it seems
29
huge.
seems crazy.
And that maybe, I don't know how I guess it basically is, it's still going to be just 8 awards pulled out. So there's less people, that means you probably have more building of your deck in a 2-player game, right? There might be more power in that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But again, we haven't played with the other powers.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe
That
that,
maybe
changes
29
stuff,
is
too.
more possible.
You know what?
with
That's
the
true.
Other,
Yeah.
That's true. The 29 probably.
other rules, the other patrons.
Let me just, without reading them all, let me just see. Oof, the Forger is the first one I list. On your turn to buy, either copy a previous opponent's buy.
Yeah, see,
Wow.
there's crazy
or
stuff.
copy any one buy from an opponent later this round.
Crazy stuff. That's
Example,
in
the previous
Parisian
player
deck.
bought a 6, so you can buy the next 6 in the gallery for free. Holy moly.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, it's some fun stuff. I think that there's a lot to this game. I would
Yeah.
love to get the Londoners patron deck as well. I don't know
Yeah.
how easy. Maybe you can buy it from the website or something like that.
Maybe.
But we wouldn't have played with it anyway. We generally
Not
like
here,
to play,
but in
but we will
later
eventually because we
plays.
really enjoy this game.
Yeah. And I must say, I didn't say, the first time I played it, I was like, I don't think I like this game. But I gave it a second chance. I'm like, okay. I wasn't immediately like,
Right,
but
right.
then it kind of came around. And
Yeah,
I
through more
finally,
plays.
yeah, through
And
more
understanding
plays,
how
I'm
the
like,
things
I
work.
really do enjoy this game.
Gosh, I really would like to get rid of some of these big. They just don't seem to help, but they did a few times. And in the end, like Dave said, it didn't really impede me. I never got rid of these,
Yeah.
Right.
and that too
I never
actually
got
was
rid of
helpful.
anything.
Yeah.
Never
I got rid of these 5.
Wow.
No,
And it's-
mine's in there.
Which one?
You took my one of my ones.
Oh,
Yeah,
this-
there's 2 ones.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
But still, that you got rid of a lot.
I got rid of these 4, and
Those are off camera, but yeah.
I got rid of these 4.
Yeah.
I got rid of these 4,
Yep.
and it still took me a long time to sort of get the thing to build to
Well,
work.
maybe you started too soon, right?
Well, I probably shouldn't have gotten rid of this, maybe.
yeah,
right.
especially with all those other pinks you have, yes.
Right. I probably shouldn't have gotten rid of this.
But this is great because you don't even have any other.
right.
And you probably could have gotten rid of the 2 was helpful, though, occasionally.
I didn't want to get rid of the 2 because it always bridges 2 2s.
Yeah.
Right? It seems like, and it could be worth $1, but it's worth $1 just playing it. That's
Yeah,
the other thing.
exactly.
Like, even if you don't get the bonus.
Well, awesome. Thanks, Dave, for teaching us.
You're welcome, Lincoln.